everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I've just thought I should include you. Maybe you might be interested. I don't know. But anyway, I'm playing around with a journal cover, and as you can see, it's empty. And I'm making the secret garden. You know I love gates, you know I love journals, and I wanted to do, it's hardcover, and I wanted to do something a bit different. I've used stencils and texture paste before to do Alice journals where I've done beautiful roses and things. Anyway, I pulled out all my stencils and I used beautiful circles. I did this is going to be the back page. Okay, well, first of all, sorry, I've had 3 cups of coffee and I'm buzzing. Right, so let me tell you my process. This was a black, dull covered book, which I gutted, and I thought, yeah, the spine had the title on in bright gold, so I was going to gesso the whole lot, and I thought, yeah, I don't think I have to do that. So I just took some green acrylic paint, which was actually this one, yeah, sap green, and I painted the whole thing. It's like a canvasy hardcover, so I just painted the whole thing, got a good coverage, let it dry overnight, and then I got my texture paste out and my stencils, and I thought, yeah, secret garden. Okay, well, I have this gorgeous stencil that I've had for quite a while. I got it from England, actually. I'm in Australia, so anyway, I'd seen Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah, I think she had it, and I thought, I'm going to try and look that up, and it was only about $5. I had to wait 3 months for it to get here, but anyway, I use it all the time for the scrolls, and I had the secret garden written on it. And I thought, yep, okay, right, so I grabbed that one. I grabbed my Tim Holtz. I had one with the daisy kind of flower on it and one with the roses. And I had a Tim Holtz brick wall stencil that I use all the time. And this one was one I used to use on furniture. And I downloaded, the inspiration for this kit came from the Gypsy Journal Co on Etsy. And look, it was called The Secret Garden. And look at these images. I mean, The Secret Garden is my favourite book, and my favourite, I saw it on TV not long ago, the one with, that gorgeous hunk actor in it. What's his name? Is it Hugh? No. Anyway, it'll come to me. But anyway, I just love the movie, love the book, and love these papers. I mean, they are so gorgeous. It took me right back to the movie, and I was going to do something like that on the front page, and I thought, yeah, no, I want to do more painting. Anyway, right, so I've combined pretty much every stencil I own, and I went over it with white texture paste. I must have done that first on the black journal and then put the green over the top. Anyway, you have to be kind of, I just sort of found I suffer from anxiety most of the time, and I thought, be brave, you can. So this morning, in the journal papers, it had some beautiful round images, so I chose one. I put Mod Podge over the image first and let that dry. Then I used Mod Podge to adhere that on top of the green painted surface. And the reason why I covered in the Mod Podge first was because I'm going to do the texture paste around it when it's glued on. And then if I paint the texture paste, I can use the slippery Mod Podge surface to wipe it off. And did I use paint? No, I didn't. I saw this copper blaze metallic wax that I've had for years from Little Birdie. It's in a cute little tin. And so I thought, well, you know, it's a journal cover. I can always use it for something, or I can just retexture it all and start again. I'm going to give the wax a go. So I used my finger and I rubbed the wax around, and I love it. I've buffed it. Oh, the other step that I meant to say too was when I put the texture paste on, when it was totally dry, I took a fine sanding block and I sanded it so that it was beautifully smooth. I did Secret Garden, I stenciled that up the spine, and I've just rubbed the wax into that. So I'm liking that. I think that looks really cool. So now I'm at the stage where I'm holding my breath, because I have brickwork, I have roses, and I have scroll work coming down almost like it's reminiscent of a grapevine, because it's all, you know, I want it to look really crowded and overgrown. I wish I had a gate in the middle, but I don't. But we'll leave that to our imagination. So do I do all of this in wax to keep it all the same, or do I take my acrylic paints and add some colour, or do I so this is where you know, it's artist's choice and you have to be a little bit brave. I don't know. I mean, on the one hand, I want it to look really old and ancient, very vintage. But on the other hand, yeah, I'm up for the painting of it. I'm thinking let's go for the wax. Okay, all right. I've decided I'm going to do it. So this is getting quite old now. This has got to have been with me since about 2018, I reckon. Got a baby wipe on the side. All right, in we go. Let's just see what happens, shall we? I don't know if you can re-soften these. I'll try and be light-handed. It's a bit different to anything I've ever done before. I usually do layers upon layers of acrylic paints and then sand in between each one. So I don't know, I'm thinking that I'm going to probably have to put some kind of a fixative over the whole thing moving forward, so that for the longevity of the cover. Oh, isn't that adorable? And the brickwork's going to look stunning too. And if I don't like it, I'll put it aside and I can use it in a multitude of other ways for other projects. I've got that many book covers. But yeah, you do have to be brave. Some decisions can either work or it can't work. We learn by our mistakes. But anyway, I thought I'd turn the video on. I did film it all from Woe to Go, but I somehow lost it, so I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so it was texture paste. I'm just trying to remember now. I must have done texture paste everywhere first, and then did the green acrylic paint. Let it dry, well, sanded, then left it, and oh, that's just lovely. That's just lovely. Look at that. Just, there's something about furniture. There's something about wax and texture paste, and I love sanding paper. If you've never sanded paper, get some texture paste and put it down and then lightly sand it and you'll be hooked. Right. What do we think? What do we think? Does it look crazy? Does it look amazing? I'm loving it, but I don't know. So this is a copper I'm putting on here, but I do have a Sizzix luster wax in a rose gold, and I'm thinking, can we combine the two? More experimental play, I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a soft cloth and I'm going to buff it. Oh, the secret garden, it's just, it's so amazing. I've always wanted a walled garden. Wouldn't it be amazing to have a walled garden? I even have a meditation that I do called I think it's called the Secret Garden. And you can imagine in your meditation you can walk through your own secret garden, and mine's definitely a walled garden. I just find it so relaxing. It's got a mine's got a fountain in the middle, and you can hear the water falling and the little birds flying over the wall, and there's lots of roses. Okay, so what do I think? What do I think? What do you think? I don't know. And then I was going through my box this morning. I call it my busy box because when my baby was little, we used to watch Play School in Australia every morning, and they had a busy box, and they used to go to the busy box and pull out, cartons and spare pieces of things, and they'd do something with it and be different every day. And we used to be creative like that too. And I really want to do a couple of assemblage pieces. And so I've been collecting all these little things, and I've put them into a basket that I call my busy box. And I went to it this morning, and I found some little wooden fence posts that I bought. They were a bit too little. Then I found a bigger piece. I found, I don't know, I'm just auditioning different things to see if I can do it. Then I found these nice plastic leaves, and I thought if I could somehow attach them, that would be so 3D. You might remember a journal of all my permanent subbies. You might remember the Garden Gate journal I did, where I had a trellis, a 3D real trellis made out of skewers going up the spine, and I had a garden gate with peeled paint on it. And I just love doing all that kind of thing. And I thought, yeah, well, so I've got different size plastic leaves. There's this more sort of silky ones, and then there's this hard plastic. And I thought maybe something like that. Maybe I could put a big keyhole here. I do have a keyhole. So yeah. Anyway, I digress. What was I going to do? I was going to get this one, which was I think, what did we say? Rose gold. Yeah, rose gold. Ah, okay. thought maybe I could just highlight, put it over the top of the other copper. Oh, okay, that makes that a bit brighter, doesn't it? Maybe highlight some of the flowers. Now the other thing is too, I don't know whether it's a good idea to, I might have to research whether I can put Mod Podge, for example, over the top of the wax, or whether it should be just left alone. Very, very similar, isn't it, to the copper, but it is bringing it out there a little bit. I'm being a bit heavy-handed here, aren't I? Don't know what to do. I suppose I can always rub it off. Just a little bit more of a highlight. If only I had some, I don't think I can put acrylic paint now over the top of the wax. Pretty sure I can't. But maybe this will be an experimental cover, and just use it as experimental and then do another one. See, whoever gets this, I want them to be able to open it and not get wax all over their hands or their beautiful writing bureau, perhaps, or, you know, wherever they are, whatever they're doing. Actually, I think the Secret Garden needs something stronger right there. To lift it up a bit. Okay. Then the back. Oh, the back doesn't match now, so I'll just put a little bit over here. Even putting the texture paste on, I was like, oh, I was so holding my breath, and I'm like, is it the coffee or I didn't want to make a mistake. Uh-oh. Well, that's a bit. So I'll try and keep this as short as possible, and then we might come back and put the pages in and follow on and decorate in subsequent videos to keep it nice and light and short. Maybe I might, it's actually coming up to lunchtime, so I probably need to have something to eat. It's to elevate my blood sugar level, and oh lordy, go and step away. I might step away and come back, have another look, another think about that. That looks cool. Is it the look I was going for? I don't know. So stick with me. I'm going to say cheerio, and we'll come back with another video, part 2, and we'll see. It'll probably have to have a hidden spine because I'm not going to poke holes through Secret Garden. Unless of course I have a vine coming out of it. Stay tuned. Okay, we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Oh, and subscribe. Please subscribe. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button. I'm on a mission. We're 686 wonderful people. Let's make it 1,000. Yay. Okay, I'm not having any more coffee. Okay, see ya. Bye.